is your boy Seeznin, and this is What I Think with Seeznin here at the GMP Podcast Group with my guy, the Thorn City Podcast Guy. Hey man, What I Think with Seeznin is just that. It is a weekly, hour-long live podcast where we just talk about what I think. We cover current events, different subjects, sports, and everything else under the sun. It's just an opportunity for me to get some stuff off my chest, out my mind, out here to the people. So tell a friend to tell a friend. Tap in. Every week we are here. And again, this is our, what is this, number 4 or number 5?
This is number 5, ain't it?
This is our 5th. This is the fifth week of What I Think.
Yes,
What's up with you, bro?
What's up, brother? Man, how you doing?
I am good, man. Back at it like a crack addict, man.
Yeah, we back at it. Thorn City Podcast Guy in the building. Y'all need to come on down and holler at your boy. I got some stuff cooking. So you want to get involved now. That's what Sam told you. The show is...
It's coming.
It's coming.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
So we just working out some kinks. It's going to go.
That's crazy,
it's
boy.
Go,
that HD come in. This little hair falling out. Y'all only got about 2 more summers, man.
Mine should have been gone.
Yeah, I got about 2 more summers, man.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah. It's getting there, brother.
Keep that hat on.
Hey, man. It's all good, man. We got the luxury of being black men, fam.
I chop it off.
We can go bald, brother.
I've been going bald for a minute.
I'm going to be a big, bald dude. But it's all good, man.
So, man, what we got off the top today?
First things first, man. Shout out to Peyton Pritchard, man.
Peyton, 6th man of the year.
Peyton Pritchard, 6th man of the year. Westland's very own. Repping the Portland metro area.
You know what was tight?
This year? Yes.
Is that Kenny and them announced it.
Kenny Smith then?
Yes.
Okay, dope.
Yeah, he was watching TV.
That's fresh.
That was dope. It was super dope.
That's fresh, man. So Peyton Pritchard, man, Rose City's own, one of ours, with the Boston Celtics, 6th man of the year, led the NBA in 3-pointers off the bench, points off the bench, and plus minus off the bench. And so he's looking to repeat as an NBA champion this year. So first thing first, that's what it was. Big shout out to Peyton Pritchard, 6th man of the year, man. So we've got a rookie of the year out of the town.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a 6th man of the year out of the town. And we got a couple all-stars, man. AC and Damon. I mean, SC and TB and Kevin Love, man.
Mm-hmm.
So we represented in that basketball world.
Yes,
so
sir. That's dope.
That's really dope. So that's first things first.
Yeah.
Second up, shout out tomorrow, man. Tomorrow, Mike James has his 2nd playoff game. They kicked off the EuroLeague playoffs yesterday against FC Barcelona. So they kicked off yesterday against FC Barcelona. They were able to pull out the win, dominating win, 97-80. It's a 3-game series, so they're back at home tomorrow against FC Barcelona. Andrew Andrews had a fantastic game on Tuesday, 14, 9, and 6, getting his team ready for the playoffs in Lithuania. So it's a lot of dope stuff going down and happening right now. So,
sound fine to me.
Yeah, that's what I got in the sports world. And I got some other stuff we got to get into, family.
What you got?
The Freaky Frog, man.
The Freaky Frog? What the hell is that?
The Freaky Frog, man.
What is that?
Shannon Sharp, man. Shannon Sharp is a freaky frog, man. Let me scoot up my chair.
Yeah, make sure. You're sitting there having a hard time hearing you talking to the mic.
Okay. Yeah. Shannon Sharp is a freaky frog, everybody. He's not up
Club
no more.
Shay?
He's purged, man. He's a nasty nigga, man.
How?
So he's right now in he's getting a civil lawsuit for $50 million.
I seen that.
For being overly aggressive with the young work. So there's a difference in young work, and then there's a difference in being a pervert. Shannon Sharp is 56, I believe. The girl's 19.
Yeah.
There's not even a pocket for how out of pocket that is. So he's a freaky frog. And so this is the thing that I'm going to talk about. There's going to be a couple of parts of this. I want to talk about age differences in dating, and the difference in something being legal and then something being ethical.
Yeah.
Right?
Gotcha.
So that's 2 different things. And then I want to talk about weird niggas getting money. Weird niggas getting money. A lot of these athletes are weird niggas.
They are.
They got money, and that's why they find themselves in these situations.
Yeah.
Because they can't even peep that you're getting played.
Yeah.
Like a female's playing with you because they have no game. They've never been in a situation where they had to get a female off of their merit or off of their game or off the how we grew up going places with a pencil in your pocket. And you got to really meet a female and talk to a female and get to them. A lot of these athletes, to be great at something, you have to be a little weird, right? Because you have to take away from your social stuff and all of that stuff.
You gotta lock in.
You gotta lock in.
Yeah.
And you miss out on some stuff. So that's why these dudes consistently get caught up in situations where they're being overly freaky. They just doing mannish stuff, and they end up in situations where they can lose millions and millions of dollars because they were dealing with a female that they didn't know how to deal with, and now she can use their relationships as a way to profit and to come up. And so she's suing him for $50 million. She said that he sexually assaulted her.
So my question is,
yes,
why is it not criminal?
Because the difference, so in the criminal court, it needs to be proven without a reasonable doubt.
I know, but if he criminally assaulted you,
in civil court, you just need to.
So you just want the money, basically.
No, but it's easier to win a case in civil court.
No, I understand that, but
in criminal court.
If I shot you in your leg,
and you had $100 million,
yeah, you're just gonna take me to civil court.
I'm taking civil court. I'm gonna sue you, fam. Oh. I don't need you to go to jail. I need some of that money, P. So that's why they go that route. And then it's that attorney Tony Busby.
Oh,
he's the one that's
crazy.
He's an ambulance chaser.
Yeah.
And so, but again, it goes back to being able to be a man and understand how to have productive and strong relationships with women that are beneficial to yourself and them, where you're not in a situation where something can come back. Man, they had text messages, bro. She's telling him how she wants to have his big black babies.
Yeah.
And
he said what he told her. If you say that word again, I'm gonna choke the shit out of you.
I'm gonna choke the shit out you, man. He said manipulate.
I said, damn, Shannon.
Yeah, man. Shannon's a fool. Shannon, and I think Shannon is battling some other stuff, man.
That's the real problem.
I think Shannon got a little,
that's
he's a little sugary,
problem.
man. He got something going on with him, man.
He got other issues.
Which is, hey, I don't want to.
And then you can get drunk off that fame too.
Yeah,
he's drunk.
So he talks about all the time how he was considered ugly when he was growing up, and women didn't like him. And they talked about how big his lips was, and so he's finally gotten to a situation where he is popular, and the nigga don't know what to do with it. When all he had to do, honestly, is Shannon Sharp. You know how many grown women like you?
Grown women.
You know, grown women with their own stuff going on.
She was still a teen when you met her.
She's 19 years old, bro. I don't have anything to say to a 19-year-old. If you see a 19, 20-year-old girl, you can be like, oh, because those are the ones that's on Instagram. You look and you're like, oh, that looks nice.
Yeah.
But I ain't seen a set of boobies that look like that since I was 19, 20. I don't want to pursue that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And I'll be honest, man, like I've dealt with some females in their late 20s, right? That shit is
still
shit is hella young.
Yeah.
Right? And it's we don't even got nothing in common.
Nothing in common, yeah.
They just thick. You know what I'm saying? They got some stuff sitting in some spaces I ain't seen it sitting in a while. But there's no way I was talking to a teenager, bro.
No, especially in somebody in the position
and he's 54,
you put yourself
like
in.
I'm 43.
You're on TV.
And that's not cool. Like,
you're a superstar.
Nah, man, he's a weirdo.
I'm saying at that point in your life, you're a star. Why are you putting yourself in a position like that, dealing with someone so young?
Yeah, because he's a freaky frog, and he was on OnlyFans.
Yes.
And he was looking at her little shake,
just look at OnlyFans. Don't go link up with her.
He was looking at the little milk of magnesia shake, and he said, "You know what? I want a piece of that."
And she said,
instead of buying it, which hey. If you're that age, bro, go buy it.
Yeah.
He decided to try to, you can't be in no relationship with no 19-year-old girl, man.
That's crazy. Wow.
That's sickening. And then I just seen people, especially in our community, were like, man, well, Bill Belichick he's nasty. And so why are we going to try to, why are we justifying that?
Yeah.
And trying to make it make sense for him?
Yeah.
And then the thing came back up with Monique, where she was telling him he needed to get a grown woman and stop messing with them young girls.
So he been doing this. This ain't the first trip to the rodeo.
Come on, man.
This is the first
one. He's covering up something that he got going on in his life, man. That's why he had that little fake sex tape.
Do you think that was...
Man, come on, bro. Do you know how hard it is
to accidentally
go live?
Yeah.
I just went live on here.
Yeah.
You have to put in something. You have to click it. You got to say, okay. Like, it's a whole bunch of stuff you got to do to get to... Yeah, they try to put that out to calm down those because he was at... He's out on basketball games with his assistant. And the questions of, what side of the plate he swing from.
Yeah, he be looking like,
which is anywhere, little tight pants.
On.
Yeah, then it's cool.
As long as you ain't messing with me, leave me alone.
Be who you are.
Be who you are. Yeah.
And so now he's trying to go over, and I think, and I'll say this too. People that are overly freaky, men that are overly freaky, got something going on.
No sex demons.
They got something going on. Something happened. They had some trauma when they was little, or something, bro. Is that are overly and want to do? Like, man, I was dealing with this female. This is NFSW right now. So I was dealing with this female, man.
Said, and what? NFSW?
Yeah, not for something. I don't know what it should be on World Star. NSFW, not suitable for work.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, it's not, NSFW, it's not suitable for work. So I was dealing with this female, and she like wanted to get tied up and slapped, and I'm not into none of that. I love my mom. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no issues with women, fam. I ain't into that, man. So a lot of people that are overly freaky frogs, they got some stuff going on that they need to work out and work through. Yeah. So I hope for Shannon Sharp's sake that these allegations aren't true. I hope that he can come out on the other side of this. Hope that doesn't affect.
Well, he had a $100 million deal on the table.
He got one on the table. That's happening. But it would be very telling if he gets through this and ESPN keeps him. After they took Paul Pierce off for talking,
he's got to be,
so he might have to go. And I think that part of this is what happens, when black men get into these positions of power and have these chess moves, the stuff that they're doing. If what comes to the, what happens in the dark comes to the light.
Always. And
so if you're out here living a life of a freaky frog, win $100 million to a freaky frog, bro. When $100 million,
frog though?
Because he's just hopping around on everything, man. He's hopping. He's a coochie hopper. But when you those things come up, and this is a part of the bargaining tool that I think a lot of these corporations use. They got some stuff on you. It's going to come out right around the time you're supposed to get the bag, and so you can't move like that. And he was. So if he did do all of that stuff, I hope that he gets everything that is coming to him.
Yeah.
I mean that sincerely, but if he did not, I think that people that make false accusations of people should get held accountable in criminal court as well.
Well, I didn't see
Shannon Sharp, you're a freaky frog, and there's no way a 50-something-year-old nigga need to be messing with no 19-year-old girl. Bro.
And I didn't seen enough evidence to say it can't just be nothing.
Where there is smoke, there is.
The text messages and that audio, when he said, I'm going to choke the shit out of you next time I see you, I said, damn, yeah, Shannon.
Yeah.
You probably done did everything she done said.
He's a freaky frog.
Damn, it's fucked up. Our brothers, black men, get into these high places of work their whole life to get to a certain point and then put yourself...
It's a cornball, man.
Put yourself in position where somebody can take it all away from you.
Because this is my thing, and I see this happen in our communities too.
That's crazy.
Man, the social media stuff changed the game. Like, we grew up in a time where who you were kind of merited how you were accepted and how you were able to move.
I'm glad we didn't have social media.
The social media allowed people that are dorks to have a voice, right? You see, you can watch it on Facebook all day. People that would have nobody would have ever cared what the hell you had to say and what you was talking about. Yeah. Now are given a voice and get to create followings. And then we live in a community that if people get a little bit of status that is around money, now people care what this motherfucker's saying, what they're thinking. And if you're corny broke, you are going to be corny with money.
That ain't gonna change.
The shit doesn't change. A corny motherfucker is a corny motherfucker is a corny motherfucker. And a lot of times you can cover up corniness with money with people that value that. That's why we live in an era of where if you meet a female, she wants you to buy her a purse or fly her somewhere or, spend your money because these niggas, and the majority of them are these rappers and athletes, have been dealing with these women because they don't have any mouthpiece. They don't got no game. They don't got none of that. The only thing they have that can draw women in is their fame or their money. That's what they lead with.
Just pay for it.
It's fucking the game up, man.
Well, yeah,
I feel bad for these young dudes, man.
Yeah.
Because I ain't doing it.
Man.
I ain't doing it. My trick, and listen, because I'm getting close.
You get closer.
Yeah, I'm about 10 years away from solidified tricking.
Yeah.
But right now, my tricking budget consists of entertainment. I can do food, drinks, and lodging.
That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Nothing more, nothing less. You might get a plane ticket if it's a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday and they cheap on Expedia. I can do that, but these niggas messing up the game, man. I've met women because I did Houston all the time for a long time, and you get to popping out and you get to meeting these young women.
It's different,
and man, they want you to lead with your money
off the top. They want to know what
you gotta take them out for $500 dinner and.
That's crazy.
You crazy.
Damn.
I got on flip-flops right now. think I'm about to go buy a watch or a purse. I ain't got no watch. I don't own one. So what are we? Yeah.
Damn.
They messed the game up, man. Corny niggas with money, man.
Yeah, that'll do it.
But Shannon Sharp, you're a freaky frog, fam, and I hope that you get it together. I hope Sterling calls you.
Need some help.
And has a big brother conversation with you because you're tripping.
Sterling, his bro had,
man.
Then no problems.
The line between dating, thank you, Tay. The line between dating and prostitution is getting thin.
Ooh. You said, wait, you said that.
That's a word.
The line between dating
and prostitution is getting thin. You don't know what the difference is now.
Well.
Because the women that you want to date are presenting themselves like they prostitutes.
Yeah.
And so I've learned that you could just cut out the middleman.
Yeah.
You just ask her how much.
Just ask how much.
How much?
It's going to be easier. Might cost you a bit, but.
You save that little $250, $400 you had. That's been 3 dates in the movies.
Save you $50 million in Shannon's position.
There you go. This was a deal.
They said he offered her 10.
My uncle told me that you ain't paying them for the service, you paying them to leave.
Yeah, the silence. I don't have to deal with you.
Yeah, my bad, Shannon.
It is what it is.
That's sad. I'm glad I'm still fly. Cool dudes that they do it to me because they like me, not because I got nothing to give.
You still make it work, huh?
Yeah, they still buy their own plane tickets and everything right now.
Man, that's crazy. Hey, I want to show you something.
Yes.
I've been doing this. I got this, and where's it at? This remember I told you I've been in my YouTube bag, but
yeah,
they got this AI. Tell me who this look like right here. Let me see. Where they help me create thumbnails, but they base it on an AI. Let's see.
Hold on. It's a thumbnail of me and you. They got us looking like Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Damn, I thought I had one up already. Let's see.
Yeah, man. Fellas, if your game can't get it for you, man, it ain't for you, man. Keep your money in your pocket. Keep your money in your wallet. So things is about to go on financially, family. You're going to need some money.
But if you got it, you got it.
And that's the problem.
That's the problem.
I didn't grow up in that, man.
No, we didn't either, but
it ain't tricking if you got it. Yeah, it is. But we all have to get into a space of where we trick.
Yeah, it's okay.
There ain't nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it.
If there is an agreement in space, I'm cool with being used. I just don't want to be abused.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Where the hell
Hey. Hey. Yeah, man. Damn. But yeah, I'm for sure going to be in my 60s and 70s, fam. Purchasing.
Yeah, why not?
I'm gonna purchase for sure.
Oh, here you go.
But I hope though, at that purchase time, it's gonna be.
Here you go, brother.
It's gonna be with virtual reality. That's why I really ain't got to go nowhere.
Who's that look like?
That's like me. Why is that me with a white man's hair? Why do they got my face on a white man? Do y'all see this?
I cracked up.
Why is my face on a white man? That's 100% my face.
That's 100% your face.
Yeah, that's not cool. They just doing anything now, man. That's not cool, bro. Look at why is that my face? That's me, y'all.
Man, it took me a couple times. Why does Sam keep coming up?
That's not cool. The AI people need to get out of here.
So yeah, man, that was funny.
That's not cool.
It was something else I wanted to ask you. The cold water challenge. I seen you posted something about that.
Yeah, so I got shout out to Gary Jensen.
Did you do
Gary
it?
Jensen, I did not.
You ain't doing it?
No, I'm not pouring no water on myself. Some stuff, I just ain't gonna do it. I'm sorry. I had 24 hours to respond. It's now been 126 hours.
Yeah.
I'm not
Too
doing
late.
it.
Yeah, I didn't get it either until I went to YouTube and I see
So
people
what is
with
it for? Mental health?
6.9 million views, 1.5 million views. Motherfuckers getting million views
But
out
what
of
I'm saying is, what is it for?
it started
mental
out
health?
as a ALS.
It used to be the ALS years
but
ago.
now it's just people doing it, just to be doing
But
it.
it's for something. I think it's for mental health.
I don't know. I didn't see it. I just seen people
I
doing
don't know
it. I seen you posted something about
pouring
it.
no water on myself gonna do for somebody that
Said
got
you
something
wasn't
going
doing
on.
it, huh?
Nah, man. I'm
No. And then it was something else I had to ask you about. Old friends not doing well on drugs.
Yeah, man. So I'm out of respect for my people, families, I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, no, you don't say who it is.
But
no.
A dude that I grew up with, man, went to Vernon with.
I just seen somebody the other day
went
too.
to
I wonder
Vernon
if
with.
that's what you was talking about.
We went and played. We played basketball together. We went to middle school a little bit. We went to summer camp with the Bachmans together. And then we, had the opportunity to play basketball with each other in high school. And he was really a really, really, really good basketball player.
And he was good.
Amazing. And then I'm driving down 122nd the other day.
Is he tall?
Still, yeah.
Okay.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Damn.
The lefty. So I'm driving down 122nd, and I see somebody just big with a bunch, big hair.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is that? But I'm thinking turn, but I'm like, nah. Because I'm not in a space to what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I got that's not it's people that do that, and that's their life work, and they pass it. I don't have the capacity for that.
Yeah.
And I'm an empath, so I would see them and I would feel away, then I think I have to do something.
Yep.
So, but then the Monday I was leaving. I was somewhere. No, Sunday. Sunday I was leaving from Trap Bingo, and had to get me some McDonald's before I went home. I got to the line of McDonald's. Somebody walks up to my window, and I'm already on, hey, man, what's up? But it was this lady, and she's like, hey, they're not trying to sell me no coffee. It's a homeless lady. They ain't trying to sell me no coffee. I got some money for you. Can you give me some coffee? I'm like, I don't need your money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll get you some coffee. So I got her the coffee, and then I gave her the coffee, hit the corner, he's right there again. It's like midnight. And it's a group of them, and I'm looking, and I'm like, golly, man.
Damn.
I just drove home just feeling, and just that goes to me about, number one, mental health. Number one. Number two, people not having positive mentors or people in their life consistently that genuinely care for them. Because I just remember, he had issues when we were kids.
Yeah.
He had a lot of stuff going on at home and, school-wise. And because he was good at basketball, people cut corners with him.
Yeah.
But when he really needed help, and he wasn't able to play basketball for him, them same people weren't there to be able to help him. And so he ended up, and I just think about this, man. Just imagine you're somebody that doesn't come from a big family, right? So I have friends that are the only kid of people who were only kids. So if you're the only kid of people that you ain't got no cousins.
You ain't got no cousins. Damn, that's crazy.
You get what I'm saying?
I thought about that. Yeah.
And God forbid something happens to your parents, you're two bad situations away from being messed up. Because the most of us have. I know that if it ever gets really bad for me, I got at least 10 places I can go.
Yeah.
Somebody give me a couch, a floor, you know what I'm saying? And people don't have that support system. And so they end up outside, man, and in messed up situations. And then also we grew up calling people off, calling people crazy, and we never
had issues.
They had mental health
issues
that needed to be addressed. And then some people got over medicated, and we didn't address what was going on mentally with folks. And so we're seeing. I said we're at the age where I see multiple people that I grew up with and been around that are, on the streets.
Yeah. Yep.
Just this morning, driving my son to school, seeing my guy. The nigga lived across the street from me. I kicked it with him every day.
Wow.
Seen outside.
Damn.
Seeing another cat that was older dude that was a hooper. Was always fresh and had jewelry and was cool.
Yeah.
See this nigga talking to himself, walking down MLK yesterday.
Yeah.
And so
damn. Yeah.
Unfortunately, in the black community, man, we do not, we haven't, and I think more so in our generation, we are taking mental health more seriously. And people are understanding there's nothing wrong with going to therapy and talking to somebody, but we grew up with that being stigmatized.
Yeah.
And we need to get away from that and give people the supports they need.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I remember growing up, seeing people out there wondering.
You're right, Mel.
I was wondering who was gonna be, who I knew when I got older was gonna be out there like that.
I remember do you remember us sitting in SEI camp or in, those different spaces and them telling us that out of the 100 of us in here, 10 ain't gonna live to be blah, because it was statistics. 15 of us ain't gonna graduate high school, and to live long enough to see those numbers
come true
is fucked up, man.
So yeah, that's why I couldn't let my guy Roy go out like that, man. Shout out to Third for getting it together, man.
Yeah.
Man, a lot of people don't know that's how I ended up in this space here.
Yeah.
Doing podcasting. It all started out from helping my best friend out, man, when he was going through it out there, strung out on pills and alcohol, and I wanted some music of his, so I selfishly said, I'm going to pay for my own album.
Yeah.
I booked some studio recording time and said, Roy, let's get in the studio. We're going to do some music, and it took off, man. And so, man, I appreciate my brother for doing that, for getting it together.
And I was speaking to a young lady yesterday that lives in that world, works with people with addiction, work with people who experience houselessness, work with people. So, family. Working with people experiencing those different things. And so people that make that their life work and make that their passion, man, are God's angels, man.
Real
it's
talk.
A lot. It's a lot.
Man, I
it's
couldn't
a lot.
do it.
I can't. And because I don't, it's not that I don't care. It's not that I don't have a compassion for it. But that could take your life over, man. And then you put yourself so invested. That's why my stuff is kids. Like I don't, and I'm glad that the people that want to be in different spaces are in those spaces. Like I don't have any interest in, working and helping grown men. Like, that's not my thing. But those are people that do that, right? And those people need to be empowered, funded, and able to do that work. My shit is kids, bro. I love kids.
Get them early.
I love kids.
Before they get to that point.
I'm part of prevention. I'm not an intervention guy. I'm about prevention. I think that if you are able to put stuff in place to keep kids from making certain decisions and going it's a lot easier. When you do that, prevention space, you're living in the free throw percentage. Yeah. Right? You live in free throw percentage. When you start to intervene, you're living in batting average. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'd much rather be shooting 80, 90 from the line, man, than 250, 300.
Yeah.
If you're a great baseball player, you got to hit the ball 3 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
I don't want to save 3 out of 10 lives.
Yeah, it's failure.
You know what I'm saying? To me.
In any other world.
But that's a success.
Yeah, success
in that
baseball,
world, man. And so people that do that work, I commend you. I think that is amazing, but that's just not for me.
Yeah. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Man, tell me about that Easter egg hunt, man. It looked all right.
Hey, man.
You had a great turnout.
Man, it was amazing, man. So like I told you when I came and did my spotlight, we had created the Base 5-5 organization. It's something that Mike...
We got a golden egg. We got a golden egg. I want you to do something. Open it up. Open it up. All right, there's some money in there. There's some money in there. But what I'm going to tell you guys is, I put over 70 golden eggs out there. So y'all ain't got all of them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give everybody 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. Remember,
You got an air tag on it?
we got back that way. We got that way. That building. And we got all the way back. I need everybody off the grass. Everybody off the grass. Everybody's gonna in the grass, everywhere. Are you guys ready to go? Are you guys ready to go? All right, when I get to 0, everybody go. 5, 4. Everybody's on the grass. I said don't be on the grass, guys. On the grass. Grass. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, go look that one. You go that way, she go this way.
They together, they're a team.
Like we talked about before on here, man. My kid is fortunately and unfortunately a kid that is known in the community by no thing of his, just for me.
Just born into
He
it.
grew up on the internet. Everybody's seen him since his first spit up to his first steps to his first day of school. It's been documented on the internet. So with that, I tell him, you know, people know you. They don't know you, but they know you. They see you grow up. So, yeah, he's
I told my the podcast with your dad. He tell you, oh yeah, okay.
He needed to know where the validity is. Should have told him the ref at Pro Am. He'd be like, oh. But no, man, he came out, had a good time, him and his sisters, and it was dope, man.
Yeah, that was tight. That was super tight.
It was dope. We're at next up, we're at regionals. We're at regionals. We're at West Regionals in Anaheim.
Okay, Cali.
What's up, Jeremiah Dominguez, the legend, man? We got to get you on here at some point, man. JD, bad man. JD, like I told you guys before, I talked about the original Team Next Level.
He was part of it?
He is. So
JD, hit me up, man. You're supposed to come through. I'm trying to tell his story. He got a cold story.
He got the best story. One of them. I took JD to Seattle as part of Rip the Cut. So he was on my original Rip the Cut team. It was JD, Kalanji, myself, Dante Bryant, Antoine Williams, and Nick Green. JD put on a motherfucking show. He gave Nate Robinson 40 in front of everybody. And so he was the catalyst of the next level success that we had with basketball. The next year we brought Mike, and you know from there on it's been a history. But when I was talking about the next level originators, blame it on my head and not my heart. I didn't mention the legend, Jeremiah Dominguez, state champion.
Yeah, he was telling me about his time in Mexico. It was crazy.
Oh, he was trying to stay. Man. The way he was acting.
Yeah.
Big shout out to JD, man.
Hit me up, JD, man. Let's put your story in motion. Let's put it together.
Yeah, that's Dominguez.
He was a player of the year, wasn't he?
Yeah. He won the state championship in 2004. 2004, they beat Marty Lunan in Redmond in the state championship. And JD played on a team that you wouldn't be able to say who else was on JD's
What school did he go to?
He went to South Salem.
Oh, okay.
That's when he had the long Alicia Keys braids. He was like Chino XL. I seen him give Dwight Howard, Josh Smith, DeVaris Crittenden, and Randolph Morris that work.
Give him that work.
That Grant, man. Yeah, man. So JD wants to be in my video. Let's get him. Let's get J Dizzle on here. But yeah, man, JD's a legend. He's a legend, and he, you know, I got put into the Hall of Fame at
Did he?
Florida State. What's up, JD?
He should have had. Oh, yes, on Instagram.
Huh? We could.
No, man, I need you to come to the studio.
Where's the studio at?
It's on 24th and Burnside. Okay, send it in.
Oh, we got music. We got music on the way, huh, J Dizzle? Man, we trying to, bro. Let's get up. I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna send you the info for practice. I'm gonna be. Yeah, that Seattle run was crazy. We was going to the car taking shots in between games, man. And then look, JD also, man, let's keep it real, man. Only time Portland State's been to the tournament.
Yeah.
It was him. Twice. You's a bad motherfucker, JD. So look, I'm gonna tap in with you. Huh? His name is Jeremiah Dominguez.
All right, talk to me nice. Come on.
See, this one we gotta.
No, we gonna get you on. I mean, you
yeah.
come be a guest one of these Thursdays.
Yeah.
Let's figure out which one you want to do.
Man, let me know, man. I want to come see the practice. I want to help everybody here in Portland, man. The biggest thing what you're doing, man, say you've been doing this for so long, helping all these kids out.
Appreciate you, bro.
That's it.
Yeah, when you miss that layup.
Hey, so look, let me tell this story. So we're at the. I'm gonna tell it. So we're at the Blazers facility, and so we have a team, and we're gonna play against. Was it the Japan national team?
Japan, man, I had a contract.
So the Japan national team, they want to come see some guys. We're playing them. It's myself, Eldrick, JD, Darren Cooper, a couple other guys. And we're playing the national team. We're playing fantastic. JD is killing. I'm playing well. We're having a great day. JD gets in the lane, gets him up in the air, dumps it off to me. This is that time where I'm still dunking and doing all that stuff. I go up, man. I go up to do the layup. Try to smack glass, bro. Miss the layup at the buzzer. We lose the game. Nobody gets no money, bro.
Look at this. We got paid $33 for the game.
We got paid $33.
Yeah, I think I got 23 after the game. I needed that $33. I needed the gas money. So he missed that layup. I was like, damn, Sam. But he got me in the club the next day.
There you go. I made up for it. But that retired me that day. Basketball was over after that for me, man.
The Red Sea. What's it called?
It was the Red Sea.
Red Sea.
Yeah.
We went to the Red Sea.
Zach ran off like me. He's like, I got you a drink in the Red Sea. I was like, man. The Red Sea.
Good times. But look, Jay Dizzle, I'm going to hit you, bro. I'm going to tap in with you. All right, bro. I want you to come by practice this weekend.
Yeah, let me know.
All right.
I got you.
All right, peace. Yep. Yep.
So yeah, we need to start taking a phone call from the
We
people
definitely can.
At the end. We do
At the
that at the
end.
end. We could have Bluetoothed them in, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're going to definitely work on that. All right, so next thing I want to talk about and what I think is nepotism.
Nepotism, like Bronny.
Nepotism and favoritism, yes. And how we don't utilize that enough in the black community and how we make that a bad thing.
Yeah. Yep.
I think the older that we get, we realize it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Who you know, big time.
And because no matter what you know, if that's not put in front of the right people and you're not introduced to the right person, no matter what talent you have,
That don't mean shit.
it will never blow up. And so we need to be able to practice and benefit from favoritism. and
Yeah,
nepotism.
they do it.
Everybody else does it.
Yeah.
I think that I want to live a life and be a certain caliber of man in this community that when my son is up for something that he is qualified for, right? Something that he is qualified for, and he is as qualified as the other candidates, that he will get that because he's my kid.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not for us when it comes to, say, sports, for example, giving certain opportunity to people that don't deserve it. But if there is somebody and it's an equal talent or somebody's just a little bit better and mine got the opportunity, you better give it to mine.
Yeah.
I think that's a real thing. I think that everything that happens in the world is based off relationships. Every corporation, every organization, everything is based off relationships, and we have to learn how to pivot and navigate those relationships to benefit ourselves and others. I found out that, somebody that I care about and rock with, what up, was not happy that their kid didn't make our basketball team.
Yeah.
I've heard this. I haven't had this conversation.
Somebody
with
you
this
grew
person.
up with?
Somebody that's my peoples.
Oh, it's your people.
Yeah, my peoples.
His
And
son,
I heard through the grapevine
his son didn't make the team.
and that was an issue. And I get it, and I can get being upset, but I believe that, and this is with all honesty, if his child was equally or close to equally able to do the things that the last kid that made our team did, I would have gave the nod.
Yeah.
But if that's not happening, you can't do it.
Yeah.
Because at that point, that's when you navigate into something differently. And so I'm all for, giving our kids a leg up, giving our kids an opportunity, because that's what I've done forever, right? And that's not going to change. But we have to. I hope that I live a life and create a legacy within my community that when scholarships come up, right, and the people in the room got to make a decision, and it comes down to mine and somebody else's, and mine might got a 3.6 and they got a 3.8, and their scores are similar, man, I hope it goes to mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's how everybody else maneuvers and navigates the world, and we try our best to avoid that. And fair or not fair, that's life.
That's life. Yeah.
And so I've seen it happen way too many times where things go to people who aren't qualified based off relationships. And we need to put ourselves in positions to put our people in the spaces, even sometimes when they ain't qualified, because sometimes the people that aren't qualified can do the job as well as those who are qualified. They just never had the opportunity.
Didn't have the opportunity, yeah.
And so I'm all for, I think what LeBron James was able to do for his son is amazing.
Man, that was the tightest shit
The
ever.
legs, the leg up that he gave
That
his
was the
kid.
tightest shit ever.
Now, I think that now Bronny's going to have to figure it out on his own.
Yeah, now it's on you.
But I got his foot in the door.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do
That's
as
what
a
you're
father.
supposed to do.
And after that, it gets on you.
Yeah, I didn't understand why
Anybody
people was
critiquing
hating on
that, man, is crazy.
I didn't understand that at all.
The people that have owned these companies, they start their kid off at every level. Right? They learn how to do this. And when I'm done, I'm giving this to my son.
Yeah.
Period.
Period.
If he's ready, if he's qualified or not, it's his.
It's his.
And then I'll put somebody in position to be the person that he has to lean on and get all the information to help him learn how to do the job. But that's how corporate America works.
Yeah.
How come we can't take advantage of it and do it? That's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, it's a mental thing.
If I build the Base 5-5 Foundation or Next Level or whatever I got coming up, if I build it to a certain space, and when I'm done, my kid's going to take it over.
Yeah.
That's what he's supposed to do.
Supposed to, yeah.
And I'm supposed to put him in position to be able to do that.
To do that, yeah.
And so anybody, parents, family members, cousins, uncles, brothers, if you got something and you could give your niece or nephew a leg up, nigga, that's what you do.
That's what you do. I'm going to tell you where the black people use it at the club. They go to the club.
Oh, nepotism works at the club. Favoritism works at the club. When you know that the nigga only want to let the baddies in. The baddies don't feel bad when they get in. And so I will, and I'll be honest, I'm going with my peoples if it's close. If it's not close,
yeah,
I can't.
Hey, what can you do? It is what it is.
Yeah, I was just talking about that with my bro last night, man. There was some things that happened that or didn't happen when it comes to some things that could have benefited some kids, and it didn't go the way that it would have went if we were sitting in that room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's the thing. You got to be able to position yourself to be in the rooms to help yours.
Yeah. Yep. That's all you can try to do.
NBA playoffs, man.
Playoffs. The Thunder down 27 right now.
To Memphis?
To Memphis.
Come on, John. Come on, John. John Moran is so good.
He's so good.
He's so good at basketball.
Man.
I just hope that he
got to get his mind right.
He just got to get his mind right. He's not a bad kid. He's not what they're trying to perceive him as, make him out to be. I don't think that's who he is at all.
No.
I just think that he is a kid that comes from a small town. They got success really fast. He went to Murray State. He
Man.
wasn't a highly touted high school kid.
had to
He
work.
came out of nowhere and became successful. And in that success, I think that his dad is
That's
dope.
right
I think
there.
his dad is dope. I think his dad did. Well, I know his dad is dope. I know his dad did all of that stuff to get him into that position. All the work that he put in to make him get there is dope. But I think that once Ja got to that space, his father allowed the popularity and the fame of
to
that
him.
and the money to get to him,
Him.
to where he got into a space where he can't check his
Now
son
it's
no
his
more.
partner.
Now it's his partner. He can't check him no more
Can't
because
do
you don't
that.
want to check him
Can't do that.
because and this is what we talked about earlier, where money doesn't make you the leader. Money doesn't make you in charge. Often, as a community, we look to the people that have the finances and make them out to be the ones that should be making the decisions.
Yeah.
We're the only community that gives a fuck what celebrities think about politics. Who gives a fuck? We're the only ones who want to worry about what celebrities have to say about real world issues. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
They're good at something. They're not the ones
No,
that we
it's the
should be
people.
leaning on for that. And so I think Ja's dad got that success, got that money, got that fame, and don't want to rock the boat with his baby.
So you don't think he could check him at all?
If he could, he would. He would have.
So you don't think he even tried?
He's not trying no more.
That's weak.
He's trying to continue to live this life that he's living and not have his son,
So
who's
he's
now because of his finances become the
now dad's on the payroll.
the patriarch. I mean, the patriarch of the family.
Now dad's on the payroll.
Because okay, I'll give you a classic example. TB, Terrell Brandon made it, right? Became a millionaire, did all that stuff. His dad never stopped working. He paid off their house, retired his mom, but his dad never stopped working. And so in that,
man.
his dad never lost his space as his father.
Yeah.
And could check him. Because I'm not living off of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that once that dynamic changed, he began to live off, because that's not the job of parents.
Yeah.
We're never supposed to get into a space to live off our kids.
No.
Our kids are supposed to become successful and live in their own success. That's not supposed to be ours.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah. No, I agree.
But I think that what happens in the black community more so than anybody else's is our money goes up before it comes down.
Yeah.
When our money's supposed to go down. What's the first thing a young black dude do when he goes to the league? What I'm gonna do? What's the first thing he gonna buy?
Whip.
The mama house.
The mama house. Yeah.
Buy his mama a house. JJ Watt's mom and dad didn't have to get no house. They had one.
They already had one. Yeah.
Right? You see them, they go buy their parents a truck.
Yeah.
Or send them on a vacation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so we have to let our kids know that their success is theirs.
Yep.
Right? And you still have to hold on to that space of being the parent and being able to check and lead. And because the first time, nigga, I'm telling you this, first time my son would have got caught playing with a gun, nigga, I guarantee you wouldn't have seen a gun from that nigga again.
Ever again.
Again.
You did what?
Not playing.
You didn't grow up like that?
And if you did, nigga, we're not
But
about
still,
to fuck
yeah.
the money off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so for him to continue to do
Yeah.
that, you can tell
You could tell, yeah.
that his father has not stepped into the space to say, nigga, chill out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Bro.
you know what I'm saying? You got a fuck, like, nigga, if nigga's daddy say something,
Yeah.
a nigga still goes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're in a situation and you're like, hey, man, he can check you.
Yeah.
If you're in the house, nigga, talking, nigga, shut up.
Man.
Guess what you gonna do?
Shut up.
Shut up. You might shut up now and leave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you gonna shut up.
Yeah.
Because the daddy said shut up. And I think, what's up, Rita? I think that got lost with them because of the young man's success. And he's able to make these bad decisions continuously. Because if not, You think about this, right? When we talk about the players who got the most technicals, if you just go through the list of the people that get the most technicals in sports, there's a common denominator with them. Most of them look like us, and most of them that have been the problems in the NBA don't come from a space where their daddy was there.
Yeah. Well.
We can go down the list and go to the names of ones that ain't as mature. It's a thing. But then when you look at the ones who are the sportsmen of the year and all of those, there's a common denominator with them too.
Yeah.
The Joe Dumars and the Steph Currys and the Terrell Brandons and all these those dudes, the niggas had daddies.
Niggas had daddies, yeah. Makes a difference. Big time.
In the house, out the house.
Yeah.
If you got a positive one that can check you, that shit is important, man.
Yeah.
And the proof is in the pudding. And those who unfortunately have a situation where they might have lost a father, you need a fucking strong grandpa, an uncle, a coach.
Yeah.
Boys and girls need good, strong men in their life. It makes a difference.
Yeah.
It makes a difference.
Proven fact.
And oftentimes we don't see that.
Yeah.
We don't see that. And then we see those behaviors play out in the media. These are the niggas that are on the internet arguing with fans.
Yeah.
And getting into shit and leading the NBA and technicals and NFL and penalties and missing. Because it ain't a nigga to say, hey, man.
Yeah.
Sit your ass down.
Yeah.
You know, that shit is needed, bro.
Yeah.
And I think that T. Morant lost that with his son to be successful, to be out sitting courtside and motherfuckers telling you look like Usher.
Usher, yeah.
Like,
So you think it's too late? Can he get it back?
I think he lost respect for him. And I'm not saying as
John lost respect for his dad.
not as still pops, but his word and voice ain't the same.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to be checked, I believe.
And he didn't
Have
do
you
it.
ever? And I'll tell you this, right? I've worked with kids and young men since I was a young man, and consistently for the last 18 years, I've worked with kids and young men. Some of the so-called baddest, toughest that our community has seen. And when I have to straighten them out or correct them, they want the shit. They don't push back. They don't argue.
They respect it.
They respect and they want it. Hey, man, come here, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, you tripping, my nigga. Then you get that back. Hey, bro, I needed that.
Needed that, yeah.
Men want men to correct them, bro.
Yeah.
That's why you have friends.
Yeah.
You don't want to hang around a bunch of niggas that you can do whatever you want and niggas don't never say nothing to you.
Yeah. Just let you jump off the bridge, huh?
And let you nigga not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to be able to check. And once you get to a space that you can't be corrected no more by your peers or your elders, you're fucked. You're fucked.
Yeah. Yeah.
Has Shador got drafted yet?
He still has not got drafted.
What pick is it?
I don't know. I know Skip Bayless is tweeting. He said the Giants is trading back up. They might take Jackson Dart, whoever the hell that is.
The fuck is Jackson Dart? Nigga, fucking niggas want to trade up to get him.
25th pick.
So he
Yeah,
ain't got picked yet.
He ain't got picked yet. The Giants just traded from Houston. They got Houston's pick. This is the end of the first round. You telling me he's not gonna be a first round draft pick?
If they do that, right, and that's speaking us back to the why we as a people don't get the opportunity to benefit from nepotism in the way that we should.
Yeah.
There's no way that Deion Sanders' son,
It's crazy.
who comes from that pedigree, who comes from that tutelage, who comes from that lineage, who comes from all of those things and those lessons that he got from his father, that went to college, left college as a top 5 person all time in touchdowns, yards, turned around 2 programs that hadn't been successful in years before he got there. And that nigga's not going to be a first round draft pick.
That's crazy. But
It's just disgusting, man.
NFL is different too.
It's disgusting.
That
It's
white man.
It's not even a black partial owner in the NFL.
Nah, it won't probably ever be one.
Nah, they don't fuck with it. And so that's why I've always said that the best need to create their own. If Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, the rest of them, whoever they said, we're not playing anymore. We're about to go play over here. Guess what's following them? Every dollar. And this is insane. He was just fucking when the year was over. They're talking about being the first pick in the draft.
Yeah, first pick.
He's having a fall like this is what they did to Lamar Jackson. Remember Lamar Jackson was the last. Lamar Jackson was the last pick in the first round.
But I'm saying this might be worse.
If he slips out, if he goes second,
just because of who he is.
That's disgusting, man.
That's crazy.
That's disgusting.
Man. So before we get out of here,
yes,
do we got a spotlight?
Yes. Black Business of the Week. The Black Business of the Week is Eat Clothing. Eat Clothing. EATT. My guy, Travion Riley, has a clothing line called Eat Clothing. We'll make sure that you guys get that information. EATT. Nope, that's not it.
EATT?
Yep.
Oh,
Eat Clothing. They have amazing gear. Shout out to him. He just gave me a pack the other day. That's what I'm about to take down to Oakland this weekend, wear it to our SCI Reconnect event. But this week's is Eat Clothing.
No, can't find it.
Nope. You got it. I think it's on Instagram. I'll share that information with y'all, but that is who our spotlight of the week is.
You said it's who?
Tay Riley. Dante Riley's son.
Oh, his son. Oh, tight. I didn't know that. Yeah,
Yep.
That's
I think his Instagram is Javance, Javonce.
We'll get him next time.
Yep.
No, that's dope.
But y'all, guess what, man? This has been What I Think with Seeznin. Remember to tune in every Thursday, 7 p.m. for a live show here at the GMP Podcast Group, which is located at 2406 East Burnside. It's a 1-hour show just to talk about what I think, man. I get to sit here and pop it with my guy,
Yes,
the
sir.
Thorn City Podcast Guy. So you guys please tune in. Check it out on Thorn City Spotlight on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, Thorn City Spotlight. This has been What I Think with Seeznin, man. Fucks with y'all. Love y'all.
Yes, sir.
See y'all next week.
Next time.
Peace.
Same place.